In this lesson, you're going to be introduced to the dative of possession. This is one of the more common uses of the dative in Latin, although it doesn't have a very good analogy to English. It is called the dative of possession, although some people will call it the dative of possessor. Because the dative is going to indicate who's doing the possession in a particular sentence. Now, just to review, you've already seen the dative of the indirect object. And another very common use is going to be the dative of interest. Each of these can be sort of summed up as being the dative is the to or for case. That is, I give the roses to the girl object, or I'm doing this for my mother. Mother is going to be the dative of interest. She's the one who's benefiting from this. The dative of possession can't really be translated very easily with to or for. So let's take a look at some of these. Now the construction itself is going to be follow this basic pattern. You're going to have the nominative, which is going to be the thing possessed. The dative will be the possessor, as I said before. And then you'll have a form of to be. And this to be will match the thing that's possessed in number. So let's take a look at some examples. In Latin, liber est magistro. Quite literally, the book is to the master. But what this really says is the master has a book. Right? The focus here, though, is going to be on the book and not the master having it. So the master has a book. The book is to the master. Or dolo erat regina. Sadness was to the queen, but really what this is saying is the queen had sadness. The queen was sad. Or imperium erit servo. Command will be to the slave, but again, what this is really doing is saying the slave will have power or command. So in each of these sentences, liber est magistro, dolor erat reginae, imperium erit servo, these magistro, reginae, servo are all datives of possession, the dative of the possessor, you might call it. If you run into a sentence which has a form of to be and a dative, your best guess is going to be that this is a dative of possession sentence.